given the function f of x equal to 2 plus square root of 3x minus 2. In this question we're taught to sketch it. So if we're going to sketch this, we can start by coming up with the domain of this function. The domain of this function is found by letting this expression inside the bracket to be greater than or equal to 0. So you write this expression inside the bracket minus, that is 2 is greater than or equal to 0. This means that the bx must be greater than or equal to 2. Then you divide both sides by 3. This gives x greater than or equal to 2 over 3. This means that the domain of this function will be f of x is equal to, x is such that x is greater than or equal to 2 over 3, comma, and this x should be from the set of real numbers. We have the domain for that function. Now, looking at the range is easy to get since we have been given this radical function. So this is y is such that y, now you look at the sign in front of the square root. If the sign there is positive, then you're supposed to write greater than there. If this was negative, then it's supposed to be less than. So this is positive, you write greater than or equal to, then the number outside. If you didn't have any number there and the expression just like that, we're going to say that that is a 0. But in this case, we're going to say that this is going to be, of course, greater than or equal to the number outside there, which is a 2. For y is also from the set of real numbers. You get that? Now, sketching this is easy. We need to first of all start with what I call the starting point. The starting point in this case is made out of these two values here. So the starting point here is going to be, of course, 2 over 3 comma a 2. So this is from x and this is from y. So we have this coordinate here. That's where the graph that we're going to sketch for this function is going to start from. So trying to sketch it here. Okay, so there we have the y, there we have the x-axis. 3 over 2, let's assume that it's somewhere there. No, sorry, 2 over 3 somewhere there. And the 2 must be maybe somewhere there. So our graph is starting from this point. You put a decimal or you shade it to show that that is part of the set. Now, since it is starting from here, we have 4 possibilities of the graph. The graph is going to be in that direction. It's going to be down here, down there, or down there, or up there. What you're trying to do here is to identify one of these graphs that you're going to be correct. So here we check for the domain. The domain states that it's supposed to be greater than 2 over 3. So we're on 2 over 3 here. Greater than is this side. So we know that the graph is going to be on the right hand side. So we have 2 possibilities now. The graph is going to be on top there or it's going to be down there. What is going to determine where it's going to be? Again, we use the range. Using the range, y is greater than a 2. It's greater than 2 is going to be on top this side. So the graph in this case is going to be on top there. So the graph we expect it to draw is going to look like this. This is going to be a curve. That is the graph. You name the graph to say that this graph is f of x equal to 2 plus square root of the bx minus 2. That's the way you're supposed to do it. So this is the sketch of the graph of this function here.